Greetings to all the lovely ladies and gentlemen out there. I'm your host, the ProGent, and after the last two episodes of... sunshine, rainbows, happy thoughts, turtles, and little... little turtlenecks, yeah, that's it. I needed a real pick-me-up to get my spirits back in order. And what better way to do that than talk about one of my favorite anime for a little while. I said, my favorite, you son of a... Lupin III is easily one of the biggest icons in animation. The series was created by Kazuhiko Kato, better known by his pen name Monkey Punch, who was inspired by the works of French writer Maurice Leblanc. Kato launched the Lupin manga in the summer of 1967, and the first anime adaptation followed in 1971. And since then, the franchise has blossomed with multiple full-length shows, dozens of movies and TV specials, video and arcade games, live-action films, and stage performances, crossovers. Basically, you name it, and Lupin has done it. Now, because of the sheer volume of Lupin to see, I couldn't possibly cover it all in one video. I have way too much respect for Lupin to give him such little screen time. I plan to cover some of the individual specials and series in later videos. This video is meant to be more of an introduction and an explanation as to why I love this franchise so much. Now, before I start geeking out any harder, let's meet our cast. We have Carman Sandiego, Angel from Big O's mom, no, not that Goemon, the other one, Spike Spiegel's dad, and Inspector Javert. Gags aside, I really do want to talk about these characters. One of the reasons Lupin has done so well as a franchise is the strength of the core cast. Fujiko Mine, Lupin's on-again, off-again ally, is without a doubt the sexiest and most well-known woman in anime. Daisuke Jigen is the epitome of cool as Lupin's right-hand man. Ishikawa Goemon XIII is a master swordsman who often questions his involvement with Lupin's heists, but offers his services nonetheless. Opposing our favorite thieves is Koichi Zenigata, an honorable detective who sometimes even succeeds in capturing Lupin. And of course, we have our leading man, Arsène Lupin III, grandson of Maurice Leblanc's literary icon, the greatest thief in the world, and the man whose fashion choices are a subject of more debate than the Middle East peace process. The music to back Lupin across the decades has mainly been composed by Yuji Ono, also known for his work on the series Space Adventure Cobra, and really brings a great level of jazz and new wave to bring out the high levels of intensity Lupin is capable of. All you need to do is look to the theme song to know what you're in for. You know what, I'm just going to let you enjoy one of the openings from the second series to show you how good it is. Now, a little personal story. Lupin was one of the first anime I had ever seen growing up. I had seen several series on Cartoon Network before, such as Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, Tenchi Muyo, and Case Closed. And I liked those growing up, and still enjoy at least two of them. But the show that I always wanted to watch when it came on was Lupin III. This would have been the Lupin III Part 2 series, which was the longest running and probably most well known of the television anime. I didn't know this at the time, but several of the episodes from that series were directed by Hayao Miyazaki, another creator whose work I've grown to admire. I always looked forward to seeing the heists that Lupin would orchestrate and how Zenigata would try and capture him no matter the cost. It was essentially a back and forth between Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck with lots of disguises, sexy women and guns, just with less impressions of celebrities from the 40s. Obviously, you can tell at this point that I have a lot of love for Lupin, and it would be impossible for me to do this series full justice by only giving it one video. So, in the not-so-distant future, expect to see more of Lupin's long history covered here. This show is what I go back to when I need a reminder of why anime is great and why I watch it. There's going to be a lot of heists, laughs, and even some tears to come, and I hope you take the journey with me. I've been the Professional Gentleman, and thank you for listening. A runabout.
I'll steal it! No one will ever know!
Thanks for watching. As always, a thank you to Andy Lita for keeping me looking so fine. Check out his work in the description below. If you enjoyed the show, please click on that thumbs up over there. It helps us out a lot. If you've got suggestions for something I can review in the future, feel free to leave it in the comments below. And of course, subscribe to my channel for future content.
Love ya, boy.